Hello, hello, lovely people. It is Tea of Green Tea Beauty, and some shit has happened. We are like in the middle of our second wave here in the part of Canada where I live, and so I've been doing some working from home. So hence, I've been trying curly girl method unsuccessfully thus far. Apparently my hair's not straight though, so this is interesting. This is a thing I'm doing. I've gained like 20 pounds, fantastic, and I've got this shit going on my face, so it's wonderful. I haven't put makeup on my face in like over a week, so I thought, you know, this is gross, and I feel gross, and so let's get some fucking amazingness in here. So I'm gonna do this side, and then we're gonna imbibe in some THC. We're gonna do this side. Today, I am going to work with this beautiful palette. Oh my god, you guys. ColourPop finally restocked this in like, I've got it upside down. It is the Misunderstood palette, the Disney Villains palette. That is literally the first reason I ever looked into ColourPop, honestly. Oh my god, such beautiful colors, such pigmentation. I don't even know what we're gonna do with it. I think I want to put a lot of color in here, and I want it really dark, and I think we'll just kind of go with it and see where we get. So anyway, let's begin. I'm gonna do this part fast. We're gonna fast forward through, and then I was thinking for my topic, we're gonna discuss some Disney villains after. So let's get started. Gonna do some brave color choices here. We'll see if they pan out. So here we have this side. Oh, mascara. You guys, it's very hard to do this without glasses or contacts. It's not good. Oh my gosh. So I'm not the most happy with what I've created. I'm interested to see what the elevated look would be. For some reason the other day I was watching a video of Jeffree Star, and I know that people hate him. I didn't even ever keep up with all his drama. He's just not my favorite, but I happened to be watching part of one of his videos, and he was talking about how they had smoked a bunch of bowls off camera, and it really made me wonder, maybe that's why he's skilled. Maybe this is a secret that more people use than you would think. I don't know. Anyway, let's go smoke a bowl, because then we can get rid of this fucking shit. This was a giant pimple that I overtreated with Retin-A, and my whole face has been overtreated with Retin-A, and it's been this. It looked like I have fucking herpes. So let's get a little bit baked, and then we'll see what we can do about this fucking herpes looking shit. So it's time to let the whatever the fuck these are down. Go smoke. See how we do. I think this eye turned out okay for not having a game plan and never using this palette before. It's not my favorite, but we shall see what we do. Okay, be right back. Hi guys, I am back. It is like, fuck, how long has it been? Like 3 hours?
I don't know, didn't look at the time.
What time is it?
It's 10.
Wait, it was 10. It was 10 before.
No, it couldn't have been.
It was so totally 10. So I'm here. My husband is also here. I've turned myself so he's like off camera. But I find that he always entices me to have really interesting conversations. So that's what we're doing. So I just accidentally spent like 3 hours talking about Harry Potter. But here we are, and we're going to talk about Disney villains.
Alright.
So basically, like, So my husband was pointing out to me that Disney villains aren't really like, people generally aren't villains because most people are there because of their own issues, is what you're saying, right, Dad?
I think they're villains with a cause. They're not villains for the sake of being a villain. Like, they're looking to improve their lives because their lives are shit.
Well, is there people that aren't looking to better their lives? Are those people in existence?
Well, I think better your life in a way that you're not like a dirt poor person. I always like default to Jafar. Like,
oh yeah, he was a street rat.
He was a street rat thief.
Yeah.
And he had to be evil to get where he needed to go.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. But like, okay, what about, okay, so the one I had said was Prince John, but you pointed out that I was wrong. I cannot find this fucking brush. Oh my god, I found it. That was like a minute of looking for a brush. Fuck, I'm not doing well. So anyway, okay, so like I'm trying to think of some villains that are just villains to be villainous, you know? Like some ones that are just in it to win it. Like, no, Ursula, I feel like she got robbed. I feel like, is she actually Ariel's aunt?
She was kicked out of her society for whatever reason.
But didn't it have to do with King Triton? But she's not his sister, is she?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, I guess they're different species. So that would be so fucked if they were brother and sister, but they were different species. That doesn't make sense. Imagine you were a brother to a dog. That just like is fucking nonsense.
I guess not in the traditional sense.
Imagine that you and an octopus were brother and sister. That would be so weird. What was your dad fucking to create like a half octopus person? Oh my god. Jesus. Okay. So
can't keep his fishy dick in his fishy pants.
Apparently not. What was he putting his dick in? Like a sea anemone? It just ended up with some of the legs. Oh my god. Okay. So what about, you know what? Do you know what's fucked? There's not really a bad guy in Finding Nemo. I guess maybe that bratty ass child with the braces, Darla.
Yeah.
Someone named Darla's always a villain.
That's a terrible name.
I know, that's why you're a villain, because you're fucking mad.
Darla.
Your
parents are the true villains.
Yeah, like your parents hated you. No wonder you're a villain. Mm-hmm. You feel abandoned. So anyway, who else? Who's like a true badass person who fucking hates people? I'm trying to think. Let's look at my makeup palette. Okay. Facilier. He owed some debts to the other side. Yeah. Cruella de Vil. Okay, please explain to me how Cruella de Vil isn't the worst villain. She wanted to murder puppies. There's literally no one who wants to murder puppies.
There's gotta be some story behind that.
No, there can't be. Actually, fuck, there's going to be. There's one coming out in theaters.
Like a...
Isn't it like about her? Isn't it? Is it supposed to be like a, remember that Elphaba? The, Wicked, you know? Yeah. I read the book. I never actually watched the play. I just read the book when I was a teenager.
So is it like a Cruella prequel?
That's what I think. You should Google it.
I'm trying to.
I might have just peed my pants.
Oh god.
Fuck you, children.
This is hard.
What?
This is hard.
I know. That's what she said.
Well.
Why don't we have any friends? We're fun. I like us. Oh, Jesus Christ. What the fuck? That's probably why we don't have any friends. That sentence right there. So anyway, Cruella de Vil, she wanted to murder puppies. She had some fucking henchmen that I'm sure she took advantage of, because basically weren't they the same people that were in Home Alone? Tell me I'm wrong, and that they were different people than in Home Alone, because I don't think so. Look how much better this is looking.
Oh, wow, there is one.
Yeah, it's a prequel, and it's got Emma Stone in it.
It's coming out in May.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm fucking telling you. You didn't know this?
Maybe I did.
Yeah, you did. I saw a trailer of her all fucking dressed up for it, and she looks so hot. Like,
yeah, I guess we'll find out.
I would say, like, do you think that Emma Stone is not on anybody's, like, allowed 5 list? Do you know what I mean?
I mean, in terms of redheads, she does pretty good.
Number 2, Ginny Weasley. What? I think she's just pretty for a normal person. What do you mean in terms of redheads?
I mean, you know, like...
I know what you mean. It sounds like, not racist, but like, it sounds against redheads. Like you have a fucking problem with them. What's your problem with them? Well, that's not what you just said to me.
I never said there was a problem.
You said, well, compared to redheads.
I said for a redhead.
That's the same thing.
No.
That's like saying for a person with one leg, if she's all right. 2 legs is how many normally supposed to have.
That's just racist against people who have legs.
That's what I'm saying. That's what you said. You're like, well, for a redhead.
No, your excuse is making you racist.
No, like in terms of between Adele and Ron Weasley, I guess she's on the adult spectrum. Like, I just laughed and I fucked it up so bad.
Why are we talking about this now?
Because you said that Emma, because we were talking about Cruella de Vil. Okay. And how she's truly a horrible person. You know what's horrible is this fuck up that I just did. Oh my god, this is so bad. Oh shit, you guys. This is like, it looks like I just got attacked by some whiteout. I don't know that it's salvageable, but I'm going to try. I'm just going to rub this on my pajamas real quick here. This is very professional. Yeah. So, yeah, what is Cruella de Vil oh, fuck.
There's got to be some sort
Well,
of
there's going to be a
backstory,
backstory, because it's not just going to be Emma Stone looking bomb as fuck for, like, 2 hours. It can't be.
She's going to be somebody who, like,
tried
to prove themselves or something like that, and found out the only way they can get ahead in that industry is to be as cruel and cold as possible.
So she's in porn. It's the only way you could be in that industry. It would be just to take it as just a job. You wouldn't be like, hey, I do porn and it's really fun. Like, it's just a job, and then you go home and you have your normal life.
Well, when it comes to fashion, it's like you have to be cold.
Oh yeah, you have to be a bitch.
Make people want to like your stuff.
Yeah.
Well, like if they don't really like it, they have to like the idea behind it.
Yeah. Shit. What am I doing? I'm fucking everything up, Devin. It's phenomenal how badly this is going. Normally it gets so much better. I think you're bad luck. Because this is purely luck based. As far as how it turns out. There's no skill. It's all luck.
I told you inviting me as a mistake.
I know. Yeah, but I like spending time with you. We've only been married for like 9 years. Give me 10 more. I'll be done.
Yeah, okay.
I had an old man today. Oh my god. I talked to this old man today, and I was asking him how long he'd been married to his wife. And he was like, oh, it's been like 55 years. And I was like, oh, fun. I was like, yeah, me and my husband will never get to 55 years. And he's like, what? And I'm like, well, we have an agreement that when we get to 50, like, fuck off, peace out, whether we like it or not. We're out of here. And he did laugh, but it confused him at first. And then he was like, oh, ha, ha, ha. And I was like, yeah, jokes. That's fun, right? But, like... At first, he was very not all about that. These look like different colors on one of my eyes than on the other one. I'm very confused. I don't know what's happened. That's basically the title of my sex tape. I'm very confused. I'm a terrible person. No wonder we don't have friends. Jesus Christ.
So you're the cause of that.
Well, you never know what's going to come out of my mouth. Other title of my sex tape. So, I'm telling you, either I have a really sad, like sense of humor, or all comedians are just really high, because the shit that you say when you're really high is funny, when you really think about it, and you think that the fact that that came out of somebody's mouth.
Well, I'm sure you would have said this stuff when you're sober, but
To you?
Just being high lowers that ambition a little bit.
I would say it to you when I'm sober. I would not say it to other people. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think that's how people create art, because they actually like say the shit that they've been thinking in their head because they have the reduced inhibition to do it, right? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we were talking about Cruella de Vil is what was happening. And she is, I don't know, man. I still don't think. It doesn't matter how cute you make the movie. I don't know that I'm going to be a fan of Cruella de Vil, because she literally wants to murder 100 puppies. And she's stupid. She doesn't even fucking understand how to, like, Google when Dalmatians get their spots. Duh, bitch. Like, I could tell you how much Dalmatians cost. I know what, like, lady, why wouldn't you just, like, steal a couple, wait for them to get old, and then slaughter them? You get so much more Dalmatian for your dollar. Like, Dalmatians are, like, $3,000 a piece.
She's not a patient lady.
Yeah, but Dalmatians are $3,000 a piece. Surely, if you wanted to murder animals for fashion, which is a terrible idea, but if you wanted to, surely you could find something that was cheaper than $3,000 per animal, dog-sized animal. You can make one out of beavers. I don't know why I thought of that. You can make...
It makes the fur that more valuable.
Fuck that. You're the reason why the diamond industry exists. Because diamonds are stupid too. Also, fuck Amazon, because this mirror I bought just broke because I got agitated and shook it while I was talking. But you agitate me so greatly. I love you, but you're agitating. So... Anyway,
we're a problem.
You're the reason the diamond industry is a thing, because diamonds are stupid. And you know what?
Forever.
Do you know why I have a diamond ring, Dev?
Because you wouldn't stop bugging me for it?
Yeah, do you know why I have a diamond ring, Dev?
No.
Because I wouldn't stop bugging you for it, because it's all fucking consumerism. It's fucked up. Diamonds, the whole diamond industry. Like, I have a friend whose husband works at a diamond mine, and she's all like, hey, I know that we're in a worldwide pandemic, but it's fucking essential that he works at this diamond mine. But, like, is it? How could that ever be essential? How the fuck are diamonds essential? They're essential for her because they pay for her to have a nice house and stay home with all her children. But, like, how are they actually essential, Dev?
Because they're a girl's best friend.
They're not. You're my best friend. And I'm the fucking most womanly girl that you know. So, yeah, they're clearly not a girl's best friend. No, I think the reason that things are important is because we think that they are, is what I'm saying.
Mm.
So,
well, like, diamonds are used in other things, too.
Like what? Aren't they used in airplanes or some shit?
Oh, they use them to, for certain things like saws and whatnot. And,
saws? Yeah. I feel like I knew that. Why? Why would I know that? It's not a thing I would know.
I think you can use it in some technology and stuff like that. So it has many different uses.
Because being on my dumb fucking finger isn't a very good use. No. Isn't there something else you could use in saws? It doesn't sound that complicated to, like, make a saw. I feel like, fuck, I could come up with a way to make a saw right now if I needed to. Well, to save from, like, fucking digging into our natural resources and, like, fucking going up and disturbing the wildlife. Like, why? There's so not that much space on Earth that is just totally untouched. Why are we fucking touching it and fucking disrupting wildlife and shit to build shit for a diamond mine, for useless fucking diamonds that are only going to be... Like, the mine's only going to be there for, like, 10 years or some shit until you mine all of it, and you've killed the wildlife for, like, ever. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. How is that worth it? That's fucking terrible. That's not essential. Murdering all the wildlife. Terrible. If that person ever sees this, they won't like me anymore.
They did it for every valuable resource.
I know, it's fucking awful. That's what I'm saying.
But you couldn't do anything without those resources. So
what do you mean you couldn't do anything? How the fuck do you think people lived for like 2,000 years? More than that.
You wouldn't be able to do this and talking to a phone.
Yeah, but maybe we could go back to like fucking simpler fucking life. Would that be that bad?
I bet you could go back to a simpler life.
I don't need to talk to a phone with no one on the other end ever watching me. I would be fine.
You don't want a house or...
Well, I mean...
things to cook on. And...
You're a thing to cook on. What?
Oh my God.
I know. That's what she said. Anyway. I think this is not turning out that good. Is what I'm thinking. We'll see. But like, it's no. I have in my head how it's supposed to blend and look, and it's just not that's happening. It's very disappointing. So what other horrible Disney villains do you think aren't as villainous as we would believe them to be? Are you asleep?
No.
Okay. You're just used to me never letting you talk?
Well,
That doesn't have a mirror.
The kid from Toy Story.
Oh, the one that fucking assaulted dogs?
Yeah.
The dog abusing one?
Yeah.
The one that tormented neighborhood animals. He's not... This is why you fucking belong in, like, parole. This is why. Because you are such a good human, and the way that you think about people's brains is so nice. Like, you're like, well, Cruella must have a backstory, and, like, she murdered puppies. And, like, the guy that fucking abused animals when he was a preteen, you're like, it's okay, I feel sorry for him. I'm sure he has a sad story.
I just need to be convinced, showing that if she grew up in a regular house with regular parents, and she just became a snotty ass bitch to...
You know what, Devin? I have to tell you that I wish that was an assessment that you could do on people. Like, I think, like, hey, in order to... No, like, okay, so here's it. Okay, here's the thing. Here's how you know, right, whether you're guilty of murder or not. It's not whether you did it, okay? It's, did you have a really traumatic childhood that, you know, caused you severe mental anguish? Well, okay, I guess we'll give you, like, some lighter jail sentence. Oh, you mean you grew up with privilege and mommy and daddy did everything for you? Fuck you, death penalty. I don't even believe in the death penalty, so... But, like, do you know what I mean? Like, I think you get points taken away for everything that you meet. Like, you know, if you went to a private school, minus, like, 20 points. And so for every point that you lose... That's how many years are shaved off of your, like, you know, so if the normal age that males live to was 75, minus 20 years, you get to live till you're 55. That's how the death penalty should work. You should have to think about it until you're like, no, that works backwards, actually. But anyway, shut up. You know what my brain is. You've been with this brain for almost 14 years. What is wrong with you? What the fuck is this? Jesus Christ. Look at it. With all its primer. Oh my God, I've been doing this forever, and I'm just on my face. You should talk through this next time. You should watch what I'm doing, and then you just describe what it is. That's a great makeup video. Which one's looking better, by the way?
I can't tell.
No, I know, they're both awful. I hate them both, actually, but, how come you don't have any thoughts on my hair? It looks really fucking like a disaster, and you're being so nice. And every time I ask him how my hair is looking, because usually it looks like I got hit by a tornado, he's like, oh, is that how it's supposed to look? Cool. And
I honestly don't know.
I like that he says that. Oh my God, look, this is so dry and crusty. Like, my primer's sticking in it. There's no hope. Just, can you spackle it with primer? I'm just going to spackle it. I'm just gonna spackle it in there. Title of your sex tape. You guys, we're a blast. We are something. Oh, by the way, okay, can I tell you what's wrong with this? So this is a new little poof that I got. And it's that, like, that $1 company that's Miss M or Miss A, whatever. Anyway, and so they sold this as, like, cool, it's a beauty blender, except that part of it's silicone, so then it won't, like, eat up your product. Well, that's cool, but, like, it kind of looks so squished in, like if you were in too small of a condom and then shit was just sticking out the end. Like, that's what it looks like. It's really weird. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's such a weird way to explain it.
Well, that's what it's like. It's like when you put on some shapewear and then everything just squeezes at the top. Like that.
Okay, that might have made more sense.
You don't make any sense. Shut up. Okay. How's my spackle? It's pretty bad. Let's just go for it. Oh, yeah. You can't even see it now. Look. It's beautiful. I'm fucking kidding. I hope that you know that I'm kidding. He really doesn't know anything. He probably doesn't even think I'm kidding. Wow, that's a lot of foundation. So who else? Okay, so all the dog abusers in your mind are, okay, so here's the thing, okay? Maybe King Triton didn't want Ariel to be fucking a human because he didn't believe in bestiality.
I mean,
guys,
I don't think his intention was that.
It's bestiality, though.
I don't think that was his intention behind it that at all. He was just trying to protect society from foreign invaders, but you can think about.
Ariel was fucking something of another species. About,
oh my god, my daughter is looking for
human dick.
Surface dick.
Because what hole is she putting it in? This is too much foundation. Oh my god, what's happening? Why do I keep putting it on? Anyway. Like, don't you think he thought about that, though? Like, if you had a kid and suddenly they're like, you know what, I'm going to be a brony. Wouldn't you worry that they were going to put it in a horse's butt? You know? So,
I don't think they saw it that way.
I don't know. Well, you're just saying that because it's a Disney movie that came out when we were like 3. But I see it that way. That's what I would worry about. Maybe it's because I've watched Clerks 2 too many times. I don't know. Still disappointed that Clerks 1 isn't on any channels in Canada, by the way. What the fuck? Wow, it looks like I'm wearing a mask of foundation. This is so shitty. Yes, exactly that. It actually looks like okay on the camera, but like in person it looks like garbage. Holy, my eyes are really red too. Don't know how that happened. So, I forgot my banana powder. Okay, so who else? So Dr. Facilier, we figured out he owes debts. So that's his problem. So I'm okay with him, kinda, I guess. Who else, like, comes from a more difficult background?
Let's just go through them.
Okay. Maleficent. She didn't get invited to a fucking party. It had to be worse than that, right? Like, they had to be really fucking mean to her.
Well, is the Angelina Jolie movie, like, lore for that?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, well, then she was completely wrong in that, right?
Right, yeah, she was. I forgot that movie existed. And you know what? That movie was like what Cruella is going to be to Cruella de Vil. Okay, so who else? So that fucking movie that we just watched today, The Rescuers. So that bitch, at least she didn't abuse animals. She had pet alligators. No, they were her pets. Yeah, they were her babies. Yeah, but did you meet me in my teens?
She smacked them around.
Well, I know, but
on her
our dog used to eat his own shit, and I'm pretty sure that I don't think I, like, smacked him, but, like, I thought about it. He was eating his own shit.
Yes, and that makes you not a animal abuser. Like, she was an animal abuser because she smacked the shit out of her.
Well, whatever. Those were her babies. My babies. So, okay. But anyway, she just wanted to advance herself. She wanted, you know what? She was purely evil too, because she wasn't just okay with the, wow. I just, like, tripped balls right there. That was so crazy. Okay, I forgot what I was doing completely. It's fun. So she just wanted that big diamond. She wanted that fucking giant diamond.
Yeah.
And why would she not steal an orphan from locally? Was it
why she made the effort to take the kid all the way down?
Yeah, but is it because nobody would be looking for it in the Devil's Bayou, but if she stole one from Devil's Bayou, then they'd be looking for it there?
Maybe.
Right? Like, I listen to enough true crime. Yeah, Morbid has taught me that that's exactly, you know, what someone would do is they would take someone from further away. And, yeah. So anyway, I'm not good at eyebrows on a good day. This is going to be terrible. Oh, yep, there it goes. Fucked it up. I done fucked it up. Also, like, oh my God, all of the amount of characters in that movie Rescuers that were drinking moonshine and were all fucked up was amazing. Is that just what people were like in the 70s?
Cure what ails, yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Also, like, Penny was the sweetest fucking girl ever. And that cat was, like, the best human that's not a human. He was awesome. Oh my God. I've got, like, a drag brow happening. Jesus Christ. What is going on here? Oh my God. Now I've done fucked it up. Look at that. Look at that, like, huge chunk. Wow, that's bad. That looks better than it did before, actually. Wow. Okay. It's not going well, Devin.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going well. Got drag brows. Too much foundation. And I forgot my mascara. I'm losing the lids to things. This is... Get your fucking shit together and put it in a backpack. All your shit.
All of it.
And if you gotta take it somewhere, take it somewhere. Take it to the shit store and sell it. You're welcome. That would be a whole other topic. Rick and fucking Morty. That could be an entire series, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, so could Harry Potter. Like, do you think that society's just getting geekier, or am I somehow just getting geekier to finally match your geekiness, just in a different way?
It must be balanced.
Well, is it society, or is it, you know? Or is it me?
I think.
What's getting geekier?
I think because of the popularity of, like, Marvel movies and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, so the world is getting geekier.
Yeah.
So it's not me. It's so funny. This looks really bad in person, but it looks fucking sick on camera. It's so interesting. It makes me wonder, like, what a lot of, like, YouTubers shit looks like in real life, you know? Because it definitely looks not perfect, but way better on camera than what I'm seeing in the mirror. What I'm seeing in the mirror is horrible. And this is, like, almost cute, but not. It's so weird. Okay, like, look. In person, blurred. Over here, hey, not so bad. Mm-hmm. It's like my hair, too. Like, my hair, I feel like it looks fucking crazy. And then, like, I'll take a picture of it and I'll be like, oh, that's really cute. And then I look in the mirror and I'm like, no, just kidding. That's actually crazy. So, what villains... who else is there? Let's look at my palette. Cruella de Vil. The Evil Queen. She wanted to be the fairest. Do you think that she had some fucking weird personality disorder issues, too?
So, I can't remember if she married into royalty or she was royalty and, like...
I don't know. The original, like...
Well, didn't you know? Okay. I think the story went... Snow White's mother was sick.
Uh-huh.
And...
I love this.
Then she ended up dying, but her nurse, who was turned into the Evil Queen.
What?
Like, married Snow White's father.
What? Okay. You can't be fucking your nurse. The College of Nurses will take your license away for fucking your patient. Why did this used to happen? This is disgusting. What a disgusting fucking way to get into a relationship. Ew. Okay, go ahead. Continue.
I would say, like, dealing with a sick person together would create some sort of bond, and I'm not surprised that it turns into a relationship.
Okay, Misery. Isn't that what that's about, or is that a writer?
I don't
I don't know. Yeah, I agree. This lip oil is like the best thing that's ever been created, though. It's this shit. It's good. This way, maybe. Hades just was evil because that was part of his DNA, though, right? It was in his Donna.
Hades was evil because his brothers banned him to the netherworld. So he got the shittiest job. So he was frustrated and wanted to change his life.
Okay, who else? I can't think of anybody. Well, Scar, obviously. Scar was the better brother. Like, honestly, if I was Sarabi, I would have just married Scar. It's kind of like marrying William versus marrying Harry. You pick Harry because William's cute for a bit, but, like, he's not fun to hang around with.
I mean, Scar was just griping all the time. You want to be around that
all the time? But ew, it'd be like being married to your brother. I'm losing a lot of friends today. But can you imagine if we taught the kids that Uncle Mikey is just like Uncle Scar?
Oh God.
They're the same person. No, but I think that if Scar had somebody in his life that made him happy, maybe he would have been less miserable, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right? Like, if maybe he was just lacking that and everyone was really mean to him because of his fucking physical disability, and so they were fucking assholes, and that made him cynical. So I actually feel sorry for Scar, the fucking brother killer. And then who else is there? So what are these called? Let's read the names. We have No Spots, so that's Cruella. We have Mongrels. That is unfortunately Scar, which is a terrible word to use. Diablo, so that's Hades. Devious, that could be fucking anybody. Tragic sounds like Hades. Underworld is Hades. Pain and Panic is also Hades. They really have a fucking hard on for Hades in this palette. We have Forest of Thorns, so that's Maleficent. We have Flotsam and Jetsam. And both of those are obviously Ursula. We have the Fates, which again is Hades. Revenge is fucking everybody. Sing. Oh, that's Ursula. Facilier is fucking Facilier. And then 101 is Cruella. I feel like there's got to be some that we missed.
Okay, go to the princesses, really.
Aurora is Maleficent.
Yeah, we went through that.
Snow White, we went through. Rapunzel, we went through, kinda. No, Rapunzel, I thought of in my head and then I forgot to say it out loud. So, Rapunzel's mom, she's just fucked. She just wants to be pretty, and I don't even fucking know. Like, what else does she want?
She wants to hold on to her youth, like she's scared of growing old.
What if when she leaves Rapunzel, she's going out and getting it, like 7 nights in a row, and then coming back with rutabagas? So, like, she just wants to be banging, so she can.
She stays young so she can go out and hook?
Yes, like, so she can hook up at least. Like, maybe she's some sort of nymphomaniac.
Not hook up. She's pulling tricks.
I mean, both, probably. Yeah.
Because if she's doing that and then coming back with the goods.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's fucking for rutabagas because it's like a really long time ago. And that's what you would be fucking for. You wouldn't want, like, diamonds because those are stupid. And that's consumerism. Do you see what I did there? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did. This is why you married me. Anyway. What else? Oh, I'm getting followed again. I was trying to fix this. It's not going well. I kind of...
Mulan was the...
Who was the bad guy in Mulan?
The Mongolian, like the...
Oh, yeah, because they're the fucking indigenous people of China, right? Aren't they?
No.
Are they not?
No.
What was the deal with the Mongolians and why were they trying to take over shit?
They conquered half the world.
They did?
Yeah.
Because they were just a bunch of dicks who wanted shit?
Attila the Hun conquered over half, half the known world at that time. So they made it into Europe from Asia.
That's nuts.
China was just one of those places that they were trying to push towards.
Can you imagine fucking living in a house and you don't know whether someone's going to come along and try and take it?
Right.
Like, you're just like, I'm like, hey, I want to buy a new couch, but I don't know, maybe we'll get invaded next week. I probably shouldn't spend the money. And that is why people didn't used to buy new shit or redecorate. Mm. What if? I'm just really having fun, like, playing with this. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's a whole nother fucking podcast episode. What if?
I hear the wildcats in my brain.
Oh, fuck. Look what I just did now. I'm just making it worse and worse. This is... Okay, so we're supposed to give it a score. Yeah, you're not helping at all. So we're supposed to give it a score. So what would you give this look out of like 10 buds? 0 to 10. I think actually normally it's out of 5, but
7.
Solid 7, ladies and gentlemen. There's no gentleman watching this. There's no lady. There's no one. It's me. I'm gonna keep these so that one day when one of us gets hit by a car, and you want to go back and show the children what mommy was like, this is what you'll show them.
Great example.
This will be what's left of us.
Great example right there. Making puns about your sex tape.
I know. And they'll be like, that was mommy and daddy. They were so fucking weird. Do you ever notice that every movie we ever watch with our kids, all the parents die all the time? It's every movie. How are our children not terrified that we're going to die at any moment?
But those were the movies that we grew up with, too.
I know. How is it? Like, no wonder our child won't fucking go to sleep at night without me. It's because she thinks I'm going to die.
It teaches, like, our parents die, like, everything's going to be great.
I don't think that's what it's teaching, Devin.
We all end up good. I don't remember any of them ended up sad.
Everyone dies, and that's totally fine.
Happy ever after.
With everyone dead, even though I'm an orphan.
Well, they come out the other side.
This is what Disney's teaching us. That's fun. Okay, what other villains? Think of some newer ones. Who was the villain in Merida? It was herself. You know what? That's the difference in Disney movies now, is that you're your own villain.
Wasn't it the bear?
Yeah, but I guess it was kind of the bear.
The bear was...
Yeah, but she's the one that fucking wished away her mom in the first fucking place, so it wasn't really the bear, it was her. She was fighting with her own shit.
She was fighting against time.
No. She was fighting against her fucking self. But anyway, sure. Yes. This is Minority Report. She's fighting against time, Devin. Oh my god. What the fuck?
Well, but, what was the Dos Dias Marte movie again?
Coco,
right?
Oh, Mama Imelda. Mama Imelda was so upset because her daddy had left her. Mama Imelda totally gets a pass. We love her. It's fine.
She wasn't...
Remember her dad left to go play a show and then he fucking died because he ate a bad chorizo.
You thought she was the bad guy in there?
Yeah, because she said no music.
No.
She was the bad guy. No. Oh, the other guy was bad too.
The other guy was the bad guy. He was like...
I forgot he existed.
And she was the wife.
Yeah. But she was the one that said no music. So she was the reason that he went to the fucking place and prayed to the spirits in the first place. And it turned out that she was just a scorned woman because she had been left and had to do all this fucking shit by herself. Which, like, can you imagine if you had to do all this by yourself? It would be terrible. Same with me. I would just not teach the kids at all. I'd be like, well, you're stupid now. And just give up. If I had to do all the schooling and the parenting and everything, no, you wouldn't be learning. What was the other thing? Who else was a new one? Inside Out. That was herself too.
Okay, my question is, like, are we going away from the Disney princesses? Or, like, you just think...
Well, the ones that aren't princesses don't have villains so much.
I mean, there's so many Disney movies to break down. Like, we could be here for...
We've been here forever already, and all I want to do is eat candy. The other one I was going to mention, I think you can think of new Disney movies in terms of Up and in terms of WALL-E. So if you look at Up, the villain is supposed to be that fucking guy that wants to, the fucking explorer that has the talking dogs and shit, remember? Yeah. He's supposed to be the bad guy, but that's not really the bad guy. The bad guy is that he let his whole life pass away without doing what he wanted to do, right? And him and his wife never got to go on that vacation because they kept they kept spending their life doing dull things instead of going out and doing exciting things. So that was the real villain of the movie, because he never would have been in that predicament.
That was what pushed the story forward for the guy, because he would just be sitting there doing nothing. But no, it was that guilt of not doing those things.
Yeah, but the conclusion was the lesson, the moral of our story had nothing to do.
But the bad guy never has to do with the moral of the story. The moral of the story is always something different. It doesn't usually have to involve the bad guy itself.
I guess you're right. What's the moral of the story in
so like case in point,
Snow White?
Snow White?
What's the moral? Don't do fuck all.
Make out with chicks who are passed out.
Right? Like, that's what I learned, was that, you know, you gotta fucking sit there and do shit all until your stupid prince comes to rescue you.
Be accepting of others. She was accepting of the dwarves. I don't know.
That's a stretch. What's the moral of Sleeping Beauty? Invite people to your parties? Please invite us. We'll fucking Maleficent your ass.
Those who are excluded will seek revenge.
Yeah. So, moral of the story. Do you want to know how long we've been talking?
I don't know.
Do I even want to edit this? This is going to take me a million years. We've been talking for 42 minutes.
Oh, damn.
It's terrible. I don't know. Look at this. It's still so bad.
Yeah, that is Belle.
Oh, right. So don't judge people on their outer. Like, don't judge my hair today or this fucking herpes on my face. And the Beast wasn't really a villain. Gaston was a villain. I don't know why he was like that. He's one of those people that would have got hanged because, you know what? He lived a fucking privileged ass life. He was like some white dude who was really cute and like had a bunch of money to just go hunting, and had a dad that was like strong to teach him how to do shit because his dad didn't die in a war. Yeah, but who the fuck else do you think taught him how to fucking fish and hunt?
Maybe he didn't have a dad and had to overcompensate by eating 10 dozen eggs every morning and becoming the biggest, strongest person he could.
So I keep telling my husband that he should be a social worker. Are you listening to what he's saying? Of course he should be a social worker. That is the most social worker. So one of the only people who ever sometimes partially watches this is my friend Megan, who is a social worker. And I feel like she would be ashamed of some of my views here, because I feel like you're so much more reasonable, and I'm just like, fry them all. And like, you're like, but what if they had a really hard time? Like, you're a better person than me.
I'm not saying in the end they don't deserve what they got, but a lot of times there's a reason behind their actions. It's more or less just understanding that. But everybody makes their choices either way.
You're such a good human that's the way that you think. You're adorable. This is a good person right here. All right. So we've given it a 7, which is pretty fair. 7 is okay. Well, shit. I got my glasses on. You can't see fuck all. But anyway. I've really fucked it up now. It's quite bad over here. But I think if you don't look at it very closely and you wince with one eye and take your glasses off, I would give it a 7. And then, this side, for sure. I fucked this right up, and it took me 4 times longer to do it. So, yeah, the sober eye wins again. I wonder if it matters what strain you smoke. It probably does. Let's start experimenting with that next time. And let me know if you'd like my guest for you to not listen to and fast forward through, or just me. Perfect. All right. Thanks so much, guys.